Down to Earth Network with your host, Sean Myrie. This episode is about, you know, a famous blog page or whatever you want to call it, Six Buzz. Six Buzz been around since 2017 and it's run by two individuals. Now, I'm going to talk about how beneficial this platform is right now and what it was before. What it was before was giving a spotlight to a lot of local artists, especially from Toronto, aka the Six. Was spotlighting certain individuals, giving them a lot of views and making them popular. Like all the Toronto trap artists or drill artists, they became big from that platform. Most notably, Pressa, uh, who else is there? There's a top five, Casper TNG, and many others. But as the years went by, they charged a lot of artists, right? A big fee for a clip of their music video on Six Bus. And that became popular. If you're on Six Bus, you're going to get a lot of spotlight. But things has changed over the years and it became a cut and paste site. What a cut and paste site or page is people who is a page that just gets content from all types of different media sources and puts it on their page and posts that and they create their own narrative. That's what Six Buzz is. It's not a hip hop platform anymore. They hardly talk about anything hip hop. They post about the latest celebrity gossip, celebrity news. It's a cut and paste platform. Has it done anything good for Toronto? Gave Toronto a spotlight. The big picture right now is just talking about foolishness, mixing politics, and fake news. Probably it does spread a lot of fake news. Over the years, like I'm saying, recent times, it just covers a lot of crap. And a lot of other pages in Toronto followed suit, right? Like Keep Six Solid and all these other pages. They follow suit. They follow the big guy, Six Buzz, right? So is Six Buzz beneficial for Toronto scene? Not anymore. Straight up. It's not doing anything beneficial for people in Toronto. It's only benefiting them. People spend like $700, $1,000 for a post. I don't know if people are doing that anymore, but does it really help? Has it really helped anybody in recent times as an artist in the urban scene? No. The only people it's helping is the person who runs the pages. I'm not a fan of faceless pages, which Six Buzz is a faceless page. Been for years. They have their opinions, but you don't see their face. There's others like that in Toronto, and I don't respect those pages. Straight up. Because the narrative is mostly negative, it's not positive stuff that they're talking about. Now, Six Buzz, they had mixtapes out for the artists, right? About one or two. Don't really know of them, but Six Buzz, right, is a buzz. And they talk a lot of controversial stuff or put a lot of controversial stuff on there. And people look for that. I'm hearing they recently bought some popular Toronto page called Torontology or some shit like that and they have a lot of power in the city now because of this Reddit page, Torontology. But is it really helping anybody in the city? Has Six Buzz spotlight people to get signed, right, to a record label? Like a lot of these artists who are begging to be on Six Buzz, the only ones were the first ones who were on Six Buzz. The only ones is like Pressa, Top Five, and a couple others. But is it benefiting the city? No, it's not benefiting the city because they don't care about talking about the city that much. And when they talk about the city or Canada, the country, it's a lot of the times it's some crap clickbait stuff. A lot of clickbait content for you to look at to keep the page running. They don't know what to talk about anymore. They hardly cover any artists that are doing anything. Like you get what I mean? Like I can't remember the last time they really promoted any Toronto artists. They have, like I mentioned, mixtapes, which I don't know who really is on those mixtapes. Uh, what do you think about Six Buzz as a media source for Toronto? Is it helping the artists right now? Is it really helping? No. All you $700 for a post. Seven, if not more, for a post, and that's not guaranteed it's gonna help your streams or anything. You might get more exposure, right? Maybe. I've heard people who have paid for the service for exposure and it has not really benefited, hasn't benefited them, right? Six Bus. What I feel Six Bus should be doing, if it's a hub, all the other media sources like, podcast and people who are doing events in the city, they would spotlight what they're saying. Some journalists, right? Like the popular podcast in Toronto, right? One of them should be spotlighting that podcast more, should be spotlight us more, right? Down to earth. And some others that actually go out to these events and see the artists. But do they do that? No, I never see them doing that. Six Buzz. Has Six Buzz put on any showcases? No, I haven't seen Six Buzz put on any showcases for artists. Does Six Buzz have a record label? I heard they have a record label, but who's the biggest one from that record label? I haven't, I don't know. Who's the biggest one? So what is Six Buzz doing? They're doing for themselves. And that's okay if Six Buzz is doing for themselves. But for the city right now, they ain't doing ish. The only thing they're doing is posting stuff about nonsense, right? They might try to inform, but majority of the times it's nonsense. Six Bus started as an urban media platform. I'm guessing it started as an urban media platform, and now it's just a cut and paste platform taken from all the other platforms, right? And people who are real journalists and posted it on their page, and it is for clickbait. A lot of people do that, the clickbait stuff, right? But they do it a lot. That's their main thing. So is Six Bus helping the city? No. They're just helping spread a lot of crap. And this Torontology stuff I heard about, that them buying it, I don't know if it's facts or whatever, but who cares? Who is it really benefiting? Is these platforms spotlighting artists to get to an other level? Is it bringing any uh, infrastructure to the city? Are they, like I said, are they putting on shows with other influences? They should have some big showcases, even if they want to put on the artists who they have relationships with. We should be seeing some big showcase types of, artist showcases, types of shows. Do I see that? No. All I see is crap, right? Cut and paste platform, the pure crap. Six Bus, owned by two individuals, or run by two individuals. They made a lot of money because they got you. They got a lot of people to pay for a post over the years, right? They had certain things go viral and they benefited off of that. Six Bus, right? So I know there's a lot of news out there talking about these guys right now, but who cares? Because they're not doing anything for anybody. And if you want something done by them, it's a couple $100 you got to take out of your pocket to give them to post your content. So are they for the culture? No, they're not for the culture. They don't go out to events, they don't put on events, they don't do any real journalism. They only promote the people who have relationships with them, and that's it. They only promote the people who's with them, and that's it. I'm hearing they had a deal with Warner Brothers, and what happened to that? I'm only hearing about mixtapes. I don't hear about any artist that stands out that really benefited from Six Buzz. So that's what I'm saying. Does Six Buzz help the city of Toronto? The Six. Does Six Buzz really benefit the artists? Can people afford their services? Hundreds of dollars. It's almost rent you're paying just for a one little clip post. So I'm not with the Six Buzz. I don't care about Six Buzz. Six Buzz is irrelevant to me, and not just because I'm a OG. Even a lot of young people don't even care about the Six Buzz. They heard about Six Buzz, but it's not their real. It's not nothing special to them, right? Did Six Buzz get Drake big? No. Did Six Buzz get the majority of artists, especially in the urban music scene, big? No. So they're just hustling the new artists with the social media game, thinking if you ain't on their platform, you ain't doing nothing. But they've been around from 2017, it's 2025, right? Their only impact is on Instagram and posting people's content. That's it. No, no shows, putting on shows, right? No, no going to events to show support for artists because they don't care. They don't care. It's all for themselves. So I'm not going to talk about this too long because they're not that much important. But I'm hearing a lot of people talking about this Six Buzz. I've been hearing about Six Buzz for years, and it's irrelevant to me. This is your host, Sean Myrie of the Down to Earth Network, the Down to Earth Podcast. Please subscribe. I'm out.